How's it going, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is having a very dope day. We are going to go and watch another Onision video. Greg, if you watch this video, which I know you will, stop copyright claiming videos. You don't own this game, okay? You don't own the game that you're playing if you're playing one at all. So we'll see what you have to say about Oops Patreon or something like that. So let's get into this, and maybe we will have a talk. We'll see what kind of bullshit rhetoric he's going to exploit today.
So there's probably some mystery about how I made so many freak out videos successfully.
There's no success with this. You're not successful at it. Just stop. Nobody cares.
And what I mean by successfully is I was astonished. I was absolutely, every single day I was like, how is this a thing? I didn't get it. Because I would
You didn't get it because you don't understand Patreon's rules, dumbass.
do things that are so ridiculous in these videos. And people would be like, yeah, this is real.
No one thought it was real. Jesus Christ. He's gonna keep doing this bullshit.
And I was like, have they never seen YouTube before? Like almost everything that is done on YouTube is done for views. For instance, a long time ago, I used to do videos with an ex where I would literally fake like pranks. And I'd make them look real.
Wow, you are a fucking psycho, dude.
There was a lot of things that we would fake that we'd make look real. And today, people still think they're real.
Nobody thinks what you do is real. The only thing that was real was you taking a video camera and filming your ex having a seizure, dumbass. Oh, you can call the police on Chris Hansen, but you can't call 911 when your ex is having a seizure. Okay, I see you.
And it's amazing. And they got tons of views, generated lots of revenue and so forth. And so it was like a success in that regard. But I just don't understand how they don't seem to realize that a YouTuber is like an actor with a brain.
But you don't have a brain and you can't act, so what does that say?
Quote me on that. A YouTuber is like an actor with a brain because a lot of times they have to come up with their own stuff. So if you have the ability to act and you say, what goes viral? Ridiculous behavior goes viral all the time. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you guys a couple of unreleased freak out videos that no one's ever seen these before. I decided to quit the freak out videos because
you were caught by Chris Hansen.
I just feel like you guys, you take things that are fantasy and you make them reality.
No one does that.
You're just playing around, you're having fun pouring kombucha on yourself one day. The next day,
you poured them onto yourself into a wetland that's protected, Greg. Dumbass.
It's a real life problem because people made it a real life problem.
It is a real life problem.
They run around saying, oh, this person's a psychopath. Oh, this person's unstable. This person needs to be in a mental institution. People try to
You do. 100%.
Institutionalize you, not necessarily, but, it can affect your real life, And so it becomes a huge problem when, you're sitting here going, do I want more money or do I want peace in my life? Because when you have a bunch of people who are very gullible and they don't realize that everything on YouTube is for money.
So you're basically saying that reactionary videos are people who are gullible? We don't believe anything you say, dumbass.
And not real. It's not real. It's not real. I don't know if I can emphasize that enough.
We know it's not real, dumb shit.
Like, the news is, in my opinion, rarely real. It's most always overhyped, spun up garbage that, let me try to get you in the mind space of a journalist or whatever.
You're not a journalist. Don't try to act like you are.
All right, so a cat falls off a house, right? And a child is in the way, and the cat grabs onto the child as the cat falls. Okay, cat falling off a house falls into a child, right? So you say as your title for that news article, cat falls off house onto child. That's the most accurate thing you can call it, right? But that's not going to get anyone reading. And so Google AdSense or whatever is going to pay you less money. You're going to get less clicks, less
Oh, shut up, Greg. Fuck that.
people are going to be as engaged. It's just not going to be a very interesting article. Okay? So you're looking at, let's say you have debt to someone, or let's say you have a mortgage or whatever. You know that you need to make a living. So what do you only have this cat article. What do you do? Well, you could say, oh, it's a matter of perception. You could spin it a little. You could say, vicious cat leaps from roof and maliciously assaults and violates or...
Oh, no. Don't try to spin this to something. Just get to the point, please.
Or disfigures an innocent kid. That sounds pretty clickable. You're like, holy crap, there's this vicious cat that's out there attacking kids. Hide your wife, hide your kids, they're coming. The cat is vicious and it's gonna get you. That's every YouTuber in a nutshell, pretty much. Every commentary channel.
Blah, 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 blah.
Everybody. Because they all know they're gonna get paid so much more money the more dramatic they are. It's the media in general. And we talk about cancel culture, we talk about everybody's toxic and stuff. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about people lying for the sake of them getting paid more.
That's not how it works, Greg. Quit talking out of your ass.
And
if those Greg fans are here, if those Onision fans will be watching this video, please understand that most of what Greg says is complete bullshit. He throws a little bit of truth in there, but 90% of the time, it's mostly him talking out of his ass. I really hope you guys know that.
I think a lot of times people are so drunk on themselves that they don't realize what they've become. They become part of this mindless National Enquirer machine where you don't really think about the truth anymore as what really happened. You think about...
Shut the fuck up.
How much profit you can get from it. Like, as a YouTuber, and this is really gross, but this is what people do. Someone dies, okay, a famous person dies, and the first thing in a lot of people's minds isn't, oh, that's so sad. It's, oh, I gotta make a public statement on Twitter about this.
Greg, fuck you. Fuck you, Greg. Fuck you. Seriously, fuck you.
Oh, sorry. I gotta go post a video about it. Clout, clout, clout. We should never be thinking, oh man, I should get money from this when someone dies. We should be...
Greg, you don't understand what the word clout means. Fuck off.
Thinking, that's a terrible thing. I'm going to respect the families, leave them alone, not talk about it. And
so he basically wants us to shut our mouths and not talk about him and what he's done. And hurt others. Fuck you.
And I, among everyone, am horribly flawed, horribly not a very good person. In the sense that I have, in the past, done exactly what I'm talking about. And that's how you know it's a valid thing that I'm talking about.
Shut up.
Because
you have 10 more minutes of this shit.
Seen it, and I've been a part of it. Where someone dies, and you gotta make a video about it. Or you gotta tweet about it. Most of the time I'm just tweeting like, that hipster stuff that people tweet. Like when someone would die, I would go,
So are you not going to talk about the fact that you're basically lying in your deal about suing Chris Hansen and suing Repsion? I don't know what Repsion did to you for you to sue, but you're talking a lot of bullshit and you're calling them stalkers or cyber stalking, which isn't true. So you're lying, essentially, Mr. Most Honest YouTuber. Fuck you.
40 kids died of drowning in this Middle Eastern country. You didn't talk about them. You didn't care about them. But you're talking about one...
So basically, you want us to stop talking about you because of what you've done and the harass. You're a big issue, Greg. You are an issue on this site. You are a huge issue. You're a liability. You think it's okay to do what you do, and everybody else will think that it's okay. Realstream News, they probably think it's okay to do it, and you're making it sound like, oh, nobody else cares. Well, that's not entirely true, Greg. You're talking out of your ass at this point.
Dude who died when he was 80, you know, at their expected lifespan. Why don't we talk about the value of human life? You know,
Oh my god.
that's what I would do. But the problem is that you're belittling the life of that one person, and you're trying to turn it into a political agenda, which is gross. You shouldn't be trying to turn anyone's death into a political agenda. You should talk about it when it's not an active issue and people's emotions are high.
Here's the thing, though. This isn't a political agenda, dumb fucker.
Otherwise, you wind up a pariah, which is what I am.
Oh, wah, God.
My life is a series of screwing up and, and learning from it.
Here's the thing. You haven't learned from it, and you never will learn from it.
You know, a real admirable trait. Anyway, I wanted to get back to the making these crazy videos.
Please don't.
Some people might wonder, like I had people in my own life contacting me, asking me if I'm okay. Like people who knew me personally, who did not know these videos were fake. And I was blown away. I was like, why am I not a Hollywood actor? It's crazy.
Because you suck at it. Stop trying to feel like you're an actor. You're not.
Because it's
Because if you were, you would move to Hollywood. And you'd try to make it, but you don't. Nobody cares about your bullshit.
so easy for me. It's so fun and so easy to pretend to be a homeless guy in a tent who's having a meltdown about some nonsense on YouTube. Like that just comes naturally as far as
But here's the thing. It's not nonsense.
my acting ability. Now, here's a story for you. I did work not too long ago on a 3D project where I was playing the loving husband of someone, and that was hard for me to play because they were not my spouse. They were an actor. And
Greg, please stop.
so when I'm looking at an actor trying to be a loving husband, I'm sitting here going, this is cringy. I hate this. You know? I hate pretending I love someone. It sucks for me. So I'm not a good actor in that regard. I'm a good actor as far as villainous characters. I'm a good actor as far as people who are losing their mind because
You're not a good actor.
that is fun for me, and I don't feel like there's some kind of relationship issue there. I don't feel like I'm violating my spouse by pretending to like someone else even as an actor. You know what I mean? So when I'm making these videos,
So when you do these videos, is Kai crying?
people who watch Fun with Onision see the parallel. Fun with Onision, you just look around and you think, what crazy thing I can do that's interesting, do it, and then move on to the next thing. With the kombucha video, I thought beforehand, before I even started recording, I'm like, okay, make
Oh, shut up, kombucha bitch.
sure you have a bottle of kombucha. Make sure that you pour it on your head at some point. It's kind of like the finale of the video, you know, like just like really build up to something so people want to watch all the way to the end of the video. And, you know, go off things that people think that you will be upset about. So like when I was in the bathtub and I was informed that my Patreon was deleted, I was kind of relieved, and this is a little bit too much information and might disappoint some people, but full confession to you guys, I was kind of relieved that my Patreon was deleted. And
Really? No.
I know that doesn't help me if I were to ever do a lawsuit or anything, but the
You can't do a lawsuit because you violated their terms of service.
reason I was relieved is because I felt like Patreon was setting a quality standard for me. So this is too much information. I don't mean to offend anybody. Like anybody who's on Discord, who's my friend, because people joined Patreon and now they join OnlyStanFans.com to talk to me personally, and that's really cool. And I love talking to you guys and stuff. That's why I do it as much as I do. People say, you know, no other YouTuber does this. They don't, you know, connect with their audience like you do. I'm sure some do, but I am also sure it's rare. But I don't mean to offend you guys when I say this, but I kind of didn't like doing Patreon because it required to me make a certain type of content constantly. And
Whatever.
so I'm thinking, shoot, every single video I make has to be of a certain quality standard, and that's not how you go viral. That's not how you get successful. So I kind of had from like 2016 or 17 to 2019, I had this thing where I was like, okay, I got to make a video that's like high quality, not just for views. And my career as a result didn't do as well. And so I'm
Because you
sitting
suck.
here with these people who love and support me, and they're amazing, and I sometimes I feel like I don't deserve them, um, who are counting on me to make quality content, and I just
If you fell off the face of the fucking planet, nobody would care. Actually, a lot of people would be happy if you did.
want to pour kombucha on my head. You know what I mean? Like so, and maybe that's my problem that I assumed that they wanted that and they didn't. Maybe they just wanted me to be me. I don't know, but I just didn't. I set myself to too high of a standard. So when Patreon got deleted, I was like, I'm free. I can create whatever content I want to now. And I don't have to worry about weird comments on my Patreon or letting one ending down to my Patreon because there is no Patreon. So I was like, oh shit, I just lost a lot of money.
Yeah, you did because you doxed your ex. You're not going to talk about that.
Okay, I lost $2,700 a month. How am I going to make up for that? Because that is crappy. I think it was 2,600 actually, but that is crappy that I just basically got fired for posting a text that was a very
It's not about the text that you posted. It's about the fact that you posted their phone number that is available now because you did it. Moron. It's not getting fired because Patreon's not a job. Okay? I mean, sure, you can look at it that way, but it's not a job. It's a form of income. It's not a job.
nice. It's like, remember when we were nice to each other and this was the nice things we say to each other, and I forgot to crop out the top, and that turned into a malicious ex-boyfriend. Blah, 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 you know,
No, 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 no. You doxed her. You put her fucking phone number out there, moron. Which is against their terms of service.
it's just like I was talking about, the spin masters, the people who make profit from exaggerating or otherwise completely fabricating reality. Um, so I started thinking immediately, how do I make this as profitable as possible, and how do I go viral again? And I was like, this is the perfect
I'm pretty sure that half of what you did was actually real. Not all of it, of course, but the first freakout video, I think, was honestly real.
opportunity. So when I was told that Patreon was deleted, I almost felt nothing. Almost.
Bullshit.
And the reason I almost felt nothing is because I was thinking about how I was going to get out of Patreon. I was thinking of an exit strategy and I couldn't come up with one. And so I was like, oh.
So you violated their terms of service by posting your ex's phone number. That's a good idea. Alright, no, not really. No, it's not. Okay, shut up.
Oh, this is kind of great. So my Patreon got, I know this is way too much information and it kind of sucks for me right now because I can't shut up. That's my problem, as I talk way too much and I give way too much information all the time. And that was kind of why, the Patreon got in trouble in the first place, because I was telling way too much information about how we used to be nice.
I swear to God, if you fucking take this video and you'd say, oh, well, you're copyright claiming. I'm not copyright claiming you. You don't copyright claim me. Okay? You're also playing a video game while doing these speeches, so you're copyright claiming the video game too? You're a fucking idiot. And I hope you fucking fail your lawsuit.
Nice to each other, and it was nice then. Anyway, so I immediately thought, well, I got to go downstairs and I got to make a freak out video. I got to capitalize on this, and everybody's probably going to believe it because they already think that I'm insane.
You
Like,
are.
people have already gaslit me to the point of me
Oh, fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
being some kind of Joker-esque fictional character. And
You are not the Joker. Stop it.
that's exactly what happened. I made that video, and you can search it. People called me the Joker all over the place. They auto-tuned me or vocoded me like crazy. They made reaction videos where they're like, ha ha ha, what a psycho, he's so crazy, oh, what a nut job, he needs to be in an institution, stuff like that. And like, even like there was this huge podcaster who also made videos, and he reached out to me and he tried to get an interview later on. And I was like jaw drop shocked that grown men would actually think those were real, but they did.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because they reached out to me and they said, we want you on our show, and they were going to pay me $5,000 to be on the show. And I was thinking,
No one's gonna pay you money to be on their show.
finally someone who actually, because it doesn't make sense to, like, for instance, people who go on drama channels and whatnot, it doesn't make sense for people to go on drama channels because of the fact that they're not getting paid. You know, if you're going to go give someone else money, because everybody who would interview me would make a butt ton of money. They would, for sure, guaranteed. You interview me, you're going to make a lot of money because I'm a hot topic.
You're only a hot topic because you fucking did some nasty shit to you. You went out of your way to have sex with a minor in a state where it was quote unquote legal to do it. That's disgusting and stupid as fuck for you to say.
Enormously hot topic. That's why so many people talk about me as is. That's why people have entire channels dedicated to me with my name in the title. I am a hot, hot, hot fella.
Okay, you're fueling your ego here.
SEXY. But no, I said I wanted money. They said they'd pay me $2,500 up front and $2,500 once I was actually physically there to be on the show. I was like, okay, I'm bringing a friend with me because I don't want to get like ambushed or anything. I want somebody there as a witness to make sure that everybody's on board and not a weirdo, because we were talking about YouTubers, not official corporations or anything that have liabilities and whatnot. Huge liabilities. So they were all about it. And then they said, well, let's talk on the phone first. And I'm like, nah, give me my money first. Give me the 2,500. I'll talk
Yeah, no.
to you on the phone. I don't waste my time. And they said, well, we can't pay you up front because you're homeless. And I was sitting there going, I was like, are these grown ass men serious? They really think that I'm homeless. They really think that I didn't just go rent a hotel and make up this whole fictional storyline because that's what I knew people wanted to hear. I knew people wanted to believe. People are sadistic and they want to see me suffer. And I gave them what they wanted.
God.
Because people, they love to believe that I am irresponsible, that no one could ever love me, that all this stuff, that I'm just like an absolute mess and yada, 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 because that is the narrative that people have made of me. They, like every other YouTube channel, is like, this guy's a mental nut job. He's gaslight, gaslight, gaslight. He's, the worst and he's stupid.
Here's the thing, though. You did mentally manipulate people. You did mentally fuck people's minds up. You did hurt them. You did gaslight them. If you want to start saying words that you just heard on the internet about you, at least learn what those words mean.
Stupid and, all these things. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, people will watch anything if it matches their opinion. They will. And they did. I got, I don't know how many millions of views from those videos collectively. But it was a bit. Probably 10 million is my guess. I probably got 10 million views from that series. Maybe 5 million. I don't know. I don't know for sure. It's hard to say.
You can't do it. You don't know because you can't. Oh, Jesus Christ, Greg. Stop watching Greg's videos if you don't want him to get these views.
But everyone got fooled. And
no one got fooled, Greg. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling anyone else.
I thought it was, hilarious till you got my family members coming to me. That's when it kind of stopped being funny. It's when my family.
No, it stopped being funny when you got found out and that Chris Hansen was going to visit you. That's why it stopped being funny. At least tell the fucking truth.
My members were like,
tell the fucking truth.
Yo, are you okay? Like, these mental breakdown videos are scaring me. And I'm like, shit. That's when you're like, oh God, I gotta stop. I can't do this anymore because people aren't getting the joke.
It's not a joke. I knew it. I knew he was gonna go there. He's gonna pull off some Arthur Fleck shit.
People just don't get the joke.
The joke here is that it's you. You are the joke. Fucking bitch. Goddamn. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, me ripping this video apart all the time. And Greg just doesn't know when to stop. He doesn't know when to give up. He doesn't know when to quit. And I have no idea what this game is. I need to try to figure out a Google search for this game that he's playing. And it's funny. He tries to take videos and try to claim them as his, but here's the thing: you're doing a voiceover while talking on through a game. That's not your copyright content to claim. All right, so I'm gonna leave this here, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, y'all. Leave me some song reactions to listen to, okay? I've probably heard a lot of songs, but just ones I haven't listened to. Peace out, y'all.